Welcome, everyone. It's Nikki. I know you've been waiting for me for minutes. Probably the one person that's watching. Who's watching? Anyone?
Are you asking me?
Well, yeah. Well, anyway, this is Flicks and Swizzle Sticks. I've been really horrible about actually doing shows, and I apologize. And I even did a Halloween show with my brother, like 2 months ago, and I never posted it. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna post it, and then it'll be like I did two shows instead of just one show, and I'll just delete the part in that show where I said I'm gonna post it in the next few days.
Oh, did you really say
And then
that?
you won't even know.
Don't tell anybody.
I'm not gonna tell anybody. Only you guys. But only the insiders will know that actually watch the show that I'm full of shit. But either way, you will also have a Halloween show in addition to this holiday show.
Well,
And that's what we're doing here. It's a holiday show.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. Thanksgiving just happened. So we figured, and by we, I mean me and Cheri figured, it's been a long time since we've done a show together, and I missed her face.
It's my
That
face.
My screen. You're either here or here. But wherever your face is, I missed it. So what we decided to do was pick three of our all-time favorite holiday movies, not just Christmas, but holiday. 'Tis the holiday season after all. So we picked Scrooged, Home for the Holidays, and Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I think I have seen probably 100 times each, if I've seen it once, maybe. And I think we were pretty much in agreement as to why we would choose those movies, because Cheri was like, can we do Scrooged? And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can we do Scrooged? I was only raised on Scrooged. Scrooge is probably the reason why I'm such a snarky asshole. That's Scrooged.
I'm pretty sure it might be Scrooged.
It might be, actually, because that's kind of what my parents raised me on, was that movie. And Christmas Vacation, obviously.
That's what we're raising my kid on Christmas Vacation. This is the second year that he's seen it.
Oh, so. He has so many years in the future to watch this movie. All the movies, because they're so good, and we love them so much, and they fill my heartstrings with joy. But as always, this is a Cocktail Hour production, and we are brought to you by audible.com. So if you want to head over to audibletrial.com/cocktail hour, you can sign up and get books or whatever.
You can totally get a free book along with a 30-day free trial. And because it's true, and because of the holidays, they just gave away a Charles Dickens story called The Chimes, which I've not finished yet.
I've never read that before.
Do you know what they gave away last year?
What did they give away last year?
They gave away A Christmas Carol read by Tim Curry, which I listened to. Yeah, I listened to it a few days ago, and after watching Scrooged, it was great. It was
Tim Curry should be able to narrate every book.
It was so good. He did such a great job, and I'd never read the book before. I'd never read it. I'd seen a few different productions of it, but I was very moved. I got teary a few times.
Because I've never actually read. I mean, I'm sure I've read A Christmas Carol before, in the way back past, like school. No,
I bet you haven't.
I probably haven't. I've just probably assumed that I have because I've seen the movie so much.
Oh, that was a book?
What? Charles who? Chuck Dickens. Doesn't ring a bell. Didn't he write that really long book about something that was good and bad at the same time? I don't remember. It's all in the past. Don't worry about it.
Maybe Tim Curry can narrate that.
I would read that Tale of Two Cities.
They do have that on Audible. So
they probably do.
No, I know they do because I just saw it. So
I might pass on that one. I didn't love it. I'm sorry, Chuck. But anywho, my dogs are helping me. I can't show you because then I'll have to tilt the screen and show you how dirty my room is, and I'm not going to do that. But we also have the opportunity to give away a movie tonight. So if anybody's watching, and really if anybody's watching at all, and not even if you comment or do a Q&A, we'll probably still just give you a movie.
Yeah, but you have to tell us. You have to comment at least once.
Yeah, you have to say something.
Yeah.
As opposed to just being there like...
Yeah, because I don't know who the viewers are. I can't
We don't know who you are. So if you even comment and say, hi, then we'll throw a movie in your face. Unless somebody else comments. In which case, we'll choose one.
Yeah. And
Hunger Games style.
Right. Then whoever comments with, what their favorite movie.
Yeah, their favorite holiday movie.
Or which of the three. I don't know. Who can say? And
who can say?
Once we drink more, Nikki may just pick something randomly,
Speaking of, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a little Christian Brothers holiday nog with brandy included. And it was,
it's the good stuff because they're Christian brothers.
That's right. The Christians do the best booze.
They do.
So I heard.
Yes.
So when I was out shopping a few months ago, or like a couple of months ago, I saw little mugs, little cups with the moose ears as a promotional item tie-in with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
OMG.
And I should have gotten them, but I didn't remember that we were doing this show. Otherwise I would have.
And you're a loser.
So I am. Just pretend there are moose ears, moose antlers on there. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the largest glass of wine that I have, which coincidentally, Jordan from all the way over in Ireland is participating. Bless your heart. And I'm drinking out of the wine glass that you purchased for me for my birthday, Jordan.
Nice.
And I have it filled to almost the brim because I don't want to have to get up and go into the kitchen and get myself more wine.
What does that say? Pour me?
It says, pour me more wine.
Perfect. Perfect.
And yes, Jordan, I will pay for shipping to get you a movie in Ireland because I love you so hard. And because you gave me this delicious vessel in order to enjoy my evening.
See, that's all, that's what people really need to know about you.
Yeah. Basically. How much wine
you like wine and
shove in my mouth.
tremendously large
large quantities.
Put it in.
All at once. And I'm lazy because I don't like getting up and getting more. So the more I can fit into one glass, I almost used my redneck wine glass, which is that ball mason jar on a stem.
I like that.
But I figured I almost did it, but then I thought, you know what? I miss Jordan.
Oh, well, that worked out perfectly then.
So I'm going to drink out of his glass. And then he showed up like a blessed joy.
Speaking of blessed joys.
Yes? Would you like to talk about holiday movies?
I would. We should talk about one.
Okay, well, which one do you want to talk about? How about Scrooged? Okay. 1988, which is so long ago. I was 8 years old.
I was in the Marine Corps for 2 years.
Really? Because you don't look a day over 50.
I was 20. Oh!
Just kidding. Just kidding. I love you so hard. Hold on. Just cry. Just tug it. Okay, so Scrooge from 1988. A selfish, cynical TV executive is haunted by three spirits bearing lessons on Christmas Eve. It's Charles Dickens in the 80s is really all you need to know. Bill Murray and all of his brothers. I think 3 brothers at least. There's Brian Doyle, there's the other guy.
Whatever.
You know, the guy that was in that other Moving Violations movie in the 80s that probably nobody but me saw.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with that. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, that's a Murray brother. And I
exactly.
Looked at it.
He's the other guy that's at the Christmas party. So it's John Murray, Joel Murray, and Brian Doyle Murray. Brian Doyle Murray is probably the only one that you guys know.
No, because wait. Who played his brother?
His brother was, I think, John. Let me get his picture up so that I can see.
Wait.
The guy that played his brother, I think, is yeah, it is John. Joel played the other guest at the Christmas party.
Well,
he was in that movie with John Cusack and Demi Moore. Do you remember One Hot Summer or something like that? I forget what it's called. My sister would know. Jessica or Shelly, if you show up, let me know what that movie is called. But it's called One Crazy Summer or something like that, and it has Bobcat Goldthwait in it, and he's in this one too.
He was in this one too, yeah.
So much cross-contamination of my 80s movies that I didn't even think about before this podcast. But he was like one of the main guys in that movie, which is kind of weird. But Brian Doyle Murray is the guy from, he was also in Christmas Vacation, which we'll be talking about later.
Yep.
And he plays Bill Murray's dad in this movie when Bill Murray was a wee man. What's a wee man? With the ghost of Christmas Past, who I love. He's
hilarious.
He's hilarious.
I almost said that he is my favorite ghost, but Carol Kane is actually my favorite ghost.
Carol Kane is hands down my favorite. She literally just beats the crap out of him. And they said that she felt so bad because she didn't want to beat the crap out of Bill Murray. And you know that scene where she pulls his lip down really hard? What was that? Was that at the Christmas party, I think? It was before she hit him with a toaster. The bitch hit me with a toaster. But she pulled his lip down so hard that it cut his lip and he couldn't work for like 3 days.
Oh, wow.
I know. You
Interesting.
Don't fuck with Carol Kane.
No. You know, she I really enjoyed her in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt also. If you've not seen that, you should.
I haven't seen the whole season yet. But I think Mike has finished the whole season a while ago, but I'm still getting there.
She's one of my favorite characters. She's just off the wall. And
she's so crazy, and she's so good at being so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love her so much. Basically, I love her anytime. It's like her voice can be so obnoxious, but sometimes it fits so perfect that you can't picture anybody else doing it. Like in Princess Bride, I can't picture anybody else being Miracle Max's wife ever. Have you not seen Princess Bride? Cheri. Oh, that was during your Okinawa days.
It was either during my my constant grounding when I was a teenager or during Okinawa when there was nothing to watch.
Okay, so we need to do this show where we make you watch the movies that you really should have seen by now, one of which being The Princess Bride.
And Ferris Bueller. I've never seen.
And Ferris Bueller.
I did, however, watch episode 1 of Star Wars a week ago today.
Episode 1 or episode 4?
Episode 1. We bought the bundle. So,
okay, of all of them.
Yeah, and now they're TJ and Mike are downstairs right now watching episode 2, and then when I finish here, I'll go down. They'll give me a brief recap, and then I'll get involved in that.
Honestly, that's the very best possible way to watch episode 2. Is to just avoid it and have somebody tell you what happened. And then watch episode 3 to get the Darth thing, and then move straight into 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
You're doing this the right way, trust me.
All right.
It can only get better from where you are.
I did see almost all of episode 4 many years, several years ago. Micah lost interest like half an hour before the movie ended, so we just turned it off and never went back.
Oh my God, that's so sad. Well, I saw Star Wars today.
Did you? No,
we're getting onto a tangent, but it's Star Wars. Can you resist it? No spoilers, but it is one of the most seen in my life.
What?
I'm not lying to you. When Star Wars popped up, my eyes got teary. I started feeling emotion and heart palpitations. And then I cried at the end a little bit. Just from the sheer emotion of how amazing it was.
Wow. All right, all right.
I'm telling you, get through 4, 5, and 6, and then please go see Star Wars so that we can talk about it.
Okay. I think I can pre-order it now because I don't leave the house.
No, you don't. But pre-order it and then watch it 4 times.
All right.
Okay. I'm already planning with we already used our movie pass for once, and you can only use that once on a movie. So then we're going to watch it a second time, paying it, and we're also going to watch it with the 3D version, obviously, because we have to see it in 3D.
Yeah, you should.
I have to see the phasers blasting in my face.
Right.
Ow. Yeah, so who else is in this movie? Like tons of people.
Lots and lots of people.
We're back to actually Scrooge, the movie that we're talking about. Yes.
Was Sam Kinison? What was he?
He was supposed to play the Ghost of Christmas Past. And then that went to David Johansen because he's buds with Bill Murray.
Oh, when he was also hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, Alfre Woodard. I love her.
Oh, whenever I was watching it, because I put it on while we were playing Cards Against Humanity last night, and Michael was like, "Is that Alfre Woodard?" And I was like, "Yes, it's Alfre Woodard in one of her best roles."
She rocks. But I love her.
She rocks.
And she almost always plays smaller roles where you really don't even think about it. When you think of Scrooge, you think of Bill Murray.
Yeah, you don't think of Alfre Woodard.
No, but as soon as it comes,
but her part is so important.
It is. That little boy is awesome. And
Calvin Cooley.
And all the other kids pick on him and hang. He's not a tree.
He's not a tree. But he's so cute as a little Christmas tree.
He is. And he doesn't look like
I read in the trivia for this that they call him Calvin Cooley because Calvin Coolidge was known as a man of few words.
So is that right?
Calvin Cooley. Well, that's what the internet told me.
And it never lies.
It literally never lies. Except for 99% of the time.
Did you find that statistic on the internet?
I did.
See, there you go.
See, I made it up and then put it on the internet. No, but there's tons of like little cameos. Miles Davis is in there as a street performer. So is Paul Schaefer, David Sanborn. Like,
wow, I'm gonna have to watch more closely.
I know. Well, it happens when you watch it like 300 times.
I've only seen this one, I don't know, maybe three or four times. But whenever I think about it, I'm like, that is one of the best movies. And I always get all choked up at the end.
I cried, and I was kind of shocked because number one, I hadn't seen this movie probably in at least 15 years. I used to watch it like twice, 3 times a year when I was growing up because I was obsessed with it because it's exactly my humor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you know me, you would understand what that means. But I was, number one, shocked at how I still remembered every single word from the movie, like word for word. I was just quoting it the whole time we were playing our game.
Also, that's really annoying.
I'm sure it's probably really enjoyable for everyone that watches movies with me. But I was also shocked at how emotional I got at the end. And I mean, you guys have seen A Christmas Story and Muppets Christmas Carol and all the various iterations of the Charles Dickens immortal classic Scrooged. But he gets really emotional about it and how he wants to help people and how people are hungry. And I was just like, you're right. People are hungry and it's Christmas.
And it's so upbeat. And, there's music going on and there's people dancing around and it's not like this somber, thing. And I'm sitting on the couch. I'm sitting over here. Mike is in the middle. TJ's on the other end of the couch. And I'm kind of like...
Yeah, you're just like...
And all of a sudden I hear from over here...
I have something in my eye.
And I'm just and TJ's like... Micah doesn't pay any attention because he's like, whatever. Everything. So he's used to that. But
I cry at basically everything as well. Yeah. You know me. Yeah.
Except people dying. Things like that.
Yeah.
And it's like...
yeah, that's fine. And it's like... Ha, 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 ha. Maiming, hilarious. But the Ghost of Christmas Future is scary.
Mm-hmm. And when he opens up his robes,
you can't see his face. But there's so many funny little moments in it where Bill Murray thinks that it's the guy from the show. Because he's doing the show at the same time that he's seeing all these ghosts, right. So he never knows what's real and what's not real. And it's kind of fun to watch him crack in the restaurant when he's like, "Aha!"
Oh yeah, that was great. And that guy, he's setting the sky on fire.
You, isn't it? It's you. I thought you were Richard Pryor.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Richard Pryor accidentally caught himself on fire in the 80s.
Yeah, he was
high on a bunch of drugs.
heroin. He was doing speedballs.
Yeah, speedballs.
And caught himself on fire.
He caught himself on fire.
He did.
Which makes the joke funny and sad, but
it does, all at the same time. So it's all
which is my favorite kind of joke. Like, oh God.
No, usually you laugh first and then you feel a little bad.
And then I feel a little bit bad. Not too bad because it's still pretty funny.
Oh, Anne says, I'm drinking from my moose mug right now. I'm so jealous.
Who's Anne?
Anne is a regular Cocktail Hour viewer.
Hello, Anne. Welcome.
All around awesome person.
To you. I wish I had a moose mug.
Oh, I'm so disappointed I didn't get those.
I'm sorry, you nerd. Well,
Are you disappointed in me?
Yeah, I am, as usual. As per usual. But you know what? I do have a Cabin in the Woods mug that has the wolf picture on it, and it says, I dare you to make out with that moose, which if you saw Cabin in the Woods, you would understand that joke.
That was a really good movie, and I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
We talked about it on our Halloween show that I never posted. So I will post it, and then you can look at it.
Yeah. So there were a couple things about this movie that I wanted to talk about.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So one of the things that I thought was really funny is he's going through his Christmas list, and he's either you get a VCR.
Yes. Top of the line Pioneer VCR.
Which I had one of those. It was really kind of fun. And Micah's like, what? I don't know what that is.
What is
tapes? And or you get a towel from the company.
Yes, an IBC towel.
An IBC towel.
You'll love it.
Oh, and that was the other thing I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So his brother every year, Alfre Woodard, the character that she plays,
his secretary,
goes through the list and he says whatever he wants to give, and it gets to his brother and he says
the towel.
He gets a towel. Doesn't even think about it.
Towel.
And then when they go to his party for the Ghost of Christmas Present, he's got a VCR, and he's like, you better thank Grace for that.
Yeah. And you feel so bad because his brother is the sweetest guy in the world.
Yep. Which correlates completely with his nephew.
Exactly.
In A Christmas Carol.
And Chucky Dix.
Yes, by Chucky Dix.
Original Immortal Tale.
That's right.
Yeah. But, and he always makes him like a handmade thing, and he's like, it's the sweetest thing, and he just loves his brother, and he just wants to hang out with his brother, and his brother's like, give him a hand towel.
Hand towel. You get a towel. And then the other thing that I thought was really funny is at the very beginning they have.
I know where you're going.
He's screening this commercial for this live production on Christmas Eve, like the dick he is. He makes everybody work on Christmas Eve to put on this live production.
Until like 2 a.m. Not even like at 7 o'clock at night. No, he does it at midnight.
Yeah, and so he decides that their commercial is just too lame. It's, Mary Lou Retton's Tiny Tim, and she's doing some tumbling.
Yes.
And he's like, this is bullshit. Would you want to watch this crap? I want something that says, if you don't watch this, the world is going to end. And
I want them to be so scared, terrified to not watch this movie.
So he makes this big apocalyptic, nuclear bombs going off and
acid rain.
Some elderly woman, they come in with this report. So an 80-year-old woman died after watching. He's like, good.
You can't buy this publicity.
I want it run twice an hour.
And then whenever they're showing at the beginning, they show like all the different also shows and movies that they have for the holiday season, and one is like Father Loves Beaver, and one is The Night the Reindeer Died, which is like a what's his name, the $1 Million Man.
Oh, Lee Majors.
Lee Majors is like in this thing where he's like killing reindeer with like a AK-47, and then Bob Goulet's old-fashioned Cajun Christmas.
That was funny too. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I just love
the
it
kids
so
today, they don't know who Bob Goulet is.
I know. You will if you watch the movie because he's in there.
When he came up, all I could think of is, I bet Gooch wouldn't know who the hell Bob Goulet is.
No.
That made
Absolutely
me feel
not.
a little old.
Yeah, well, you're kind of old.
Shut up.
But I'm kind of 80. I'm at the same time 80 years old and 14 years old.
Yeah, which is why you like 80s movies, apparently.
Which is why I like 80s movies so much. I just love them so much.
All right.
Oh, Rebecca Banks says she was probably going to die anyways. The old lady, yeah, she was. It was just the last thing that kicked her over.
Yeah.
Which is totally acceptable. That's three people. So Jordan, I'm sorry, you have a 33% chance, 33 and a third % chance.
You might want to round it up because, he did get you that monster.
He did get me this glass.
So there you go.
So we'll put 2 in the hat like Hunger Games. We'll pretend like we got you another year's rations.
There you go. So, do you want to talk about this one anymore, or you want to move on to?
I had something, but I forgot what I was going to say because I've had wine. If I think about it later, I'll talk about it.
Just pop on up.
I'll just pop it on up.
Yeah,
it's no big deal. The second movie, let's do it in chronological order, because Christmas Vacation is a delight, and I could literally talk about it for 8 years if I wanted to. It's from
a little long for that.
You think so? I don't know. I bet people would listen that long. 1989, so just a year after Scrooge came out. This was a good time for Christmas movies. Late 80s is like my jam year, where the famous Griswolds from National Lampoon's fame, they plan for a big family Christmas, predictably turning into a huge disaster because that's kind of
It's what they do.
That's what they do. It's where they're most comfortable, we should say. And Brian Doyle Murray plays Clark's boss, which one of my favorite scenes is whenever Clark comes in with a Christmas present, and then there's like 50 of the identical same Christmas present with it looks like an L, it's like a cup holder or something, and everybody in the company is like, just put it on the table with the others.
So just something my wife and I put together for you.
Yeah.
What do you want, greaseball? Griswold, sir.
Griswold, yeah, whatever, doesn't matter.
When all the dudes are walking by.
Oh my God.
You. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
Fuck you.
Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass.
Yes.
Oh my God. I used to have because all he wants in his life for Christmas is to get this swimming pool for his family. That's all he wants, because he's expecting a big Christmas bonus. And this is back in the day when you actually got Christmas bonuses. And yes, Ann Gary, he gets a Jelly of the Month Club, which is the gift that keeps on giving.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Oh my God.
Cousin Eddie.
I love Randy. I love Cousin Eddie. If I woke up tomorrow morning with my head sewn to the carpet, I wouldn't be more surprised than I am right now.
I love it.
I love it so much.
And when
you can get an ugly Christmas sweater that says "Merry Christmas, shitter is full."
I saw that. I saw that. Yes.
I almost bought it because my mother bought us all ugly Christmas sweaters, and we got to pick out our ugly Christmas sweaters.
Shitter's
I went
full.
for Irma Gerd's Christmas. And yes, I also love his green dickie, because it's the best. Because you can see the outline.
I had to point that out to Micah. I'm like, you see how you can see that's all he's got.
You probably don't know what this is, young one.
Yes, not only his green dickie, but his insanely tight pants while they're when they're getting dog food in Walmart.
Oh my God!
And
he puts it on top of the eggs.
I can't look away. It's like,
no,
Jesus.
I think most of my favorite lines in the entire movie are Eddie's lines.
Yeah, they come from him. Something about when he and Catherine first get there, and he's like, "Well, if the kids could shack up with you, we've had a long trip, and the wife and I could use a little alone time. Go on, Catherine, get the rubber sheets in the gerbil."
No, be careful with that, Clark. He's got a lip fungus they ain't identified yet.
If he gets a hold of your leg, it's best just to ride him out.
Just let him finish.
Just let him finish.
Snot. I love that dog.
There are so many fantastic
oh my God.
like one-liners in this. It's just fantastic.
Oh my God. And do you know who Aunt Bethany is? Aunt Bethany?
I don't know her name.
I don't know what her name is either, but May Kestel. She career began in 1930 as the voice of Betty Boop. Can you believe that?
Really? No, she is fantastic in this movie.
Amazing? Oh my God. She wrapped up her damn cat.
I know that. When she sings when she recites the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh my God, instead of they're like, let's say grace.
Eddie stands up, puts his hand on
the blessing.
Uncle Lewis. My tree.
My tree. Oh my God, so many. And whenever, anytime I'm with Kate's family, the Charnocks, because her dad is hard of hearing and he has to wear an ear thingy, the things that make people hear, that aid you in your hearing. What are those called? Oh yes, hearing aids. But anytime he can't hear us, we go, the blessing.
It's just the best movie ever.
Always funny. It never gets old. And when they cut the turkey and it just psh.
I'll have the neck, Clark.
Which apparently nobody eats the neck. I eat the neck.
Oh, I think my stepfather eats the neck and that.
My
and
family
that little tail thing too.
We go crazy over the neck. It's delicious. If you guys haven't tried it, don't throw it out.
I give it to the dogs.
Oh, come on.
They get all the giblets. I take all the giblets and the neck, and I cut the little butt off, take the little tail off, and I put it in a pot.
Oh, you're the sweetest.
I am. I'm very nice. I love my dogs.
Well, you should really try the neck next time instead of giving it to them because it's really good.
I'll pass. But so, when around just before, no, it was after. So Juliette Lewis.
Yes. Oh, who I love.
I used to have a little crush on her. Mm-hmm. And TJ's like, oh my God, I don't see what you see in her. I'm like, she's really super fucking cute. Yeah. Like, did you see California with Brad Pitt?
Like forever ago, but she was scary and attractive, which is creepy.
Oh, she was in Natural Born Killers with Woody Harrelson.
Yes, with Woody Harrelson. That's two of them where she was like, you're like, I'm a little terrified and a little turned on, and I don't know what that says about me.
She's married to a professional skateboarder.
Really? I can totally see that. She has a rock band too. She actually came to DC to play at the Rock and Roll Hotel a few years ago. I missed it.
I saw an interview with her, and she actually appears to be kind of stupid.
Oh, no.
I may be wrong. Maybe she was drunk or something.
Don't tell me that.
But I think she came across, to me anyway, as kind of airheaded and stupid.
Oh, no.
But by then I was done with my crush.
But it's fine. It's whatever.
It's fine. But I love one of my favorite parts of this movie is at the very beginning, they go off in search of the perfect Christmas tree.
Griswold family Christmas tree.
That's right. Well, first of all, they have to hike.
It's like the size of a house.
It's like, no, Ellen, it'll fit just fine. So they get this,
we'll just give it a little trim.
A little trim. So they hike what appears to be like hours. Hiking out to go find this tree. Like,
thank you, Rebecca. It's Juliet and the Licks. If in case anybody's wondering, her band is Juliet and the Licks.
Is it an active band? Do they?
I think so. I mean, she was touring as of a couple years ago. So I'm assuming so.
So they get out to where the thing is, and Audrey's like, I'm really cold. I can't feel my face. And are you happy, Clark? Audrey's frozen.
Audrey's frozen. Audrey's eyeballs are frozen.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So they get out there to go get this tree. He finds the perfect tree, and Russ says, Dad, did you bring an axe?
Did you bring his axe? For a saw? And he's like, he just rips it out. I think he uses his bare hands to he got the tree out.
He did. I think they tore it out with the car. That would be.
I think they probably did.
How did they get the old car there? Truckster.
It's like the wood-paneled Wonder of Joy, just like from the original. That's part of the thing that I love about this movie is that every single National Lampoon's movie, like, the ages of Audrey and Russ are completely off. Like the first one,
always played by new people.
Always new people, always wrong ages. Like this one, Audrey is like 10 years older than Russ. In the last one,
Rusty's older than
Rusty was like 5 years older than her.
And the European Vacation one,
they were about the same age, basically, weren't they?
No, I think Rusty was older still.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
That was the worst vacation. Did you see that there's a new one?
The European Vacation is like my episode 2 of Star Wars.
Star Wars.
We just pretend like it didn't happen.
I usually do. I try and block it out, and yeah, that's really about it. Vegas Vacation. That was a good one again.
Which actually I refused to watch because I thought it was going to be another European Vacation because I was like, that's going to be terrible.
No,
and then Kate convinced me. She was like, no, it's actually one of the best ones. And it really is funny. So you guys should give it a chance in case you're sticklers like I am.
Yeah. I slipped my mind. What is, damn it, the Wayne Newton. Wayne Newton is in love with Ellen. Yes, Wayne Newton
in that one. Yeah. Oh my God, in love with her.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Did you see that there's a new Vacation starring Rusty and his family?
Yes, I'm excited about. I think it could be very good with him, especially because he's.
It's
funny.
Jason Sudeikis.
Yes. Yeah. No. The guy from The Office.
Yeah.
One of you viewers help us and Google it for us.
I can't remember his name. He was Andy. He played Andy on The Office, right?
Yes, Andy from The Office. That's it.
And he was in the Hangover movies.
Yes, of course.
And he was in We Are the Millers, which with my ongoing love affair with Jennifer Aniston, I had
love that movie.
Yeah. It's very good.
Kate wanted to watch it like 3 times in the first weekend we watched it. For some reason, like something about that movie is like, it's like Kate catnip.
It's really good, you know, and I think I expected it to be really shitty.
Oh,
and it wasn't. It was very good.
I did expect it to be pretty bad.
And I really, so my crush now, my current celebrity crush, and for the past many years, ever since Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie fucked her over, is Jennifer Aniston.
Oh God, we love Jennifer Aniston. Oh, she probably hates Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Hates it. She's probably oh, that movie.
Yeah, I would imagine that she has like a poster with, you know, just shit drawn all over it, maybe torching a little bit.
Probably like, how nice for your family,
bastards.
Although now she has
Justin
Theroux, which is not a bad. It's not a bad second place.
Yeah,
I mean he's
not bad. Did you watch The Leftovers on HBO?
Yes, I haven't seen the second season has started, right?
Yeah, but I've not seen any of it, and now we don't have HBO, so there you go.
I do. I have HBO Go.
I may need your password.
Yes, I think you might, because Game of Thrones is starting, etc., etc. Ed Helms.
Thank you both.
And thank you both. That was driving me crazy. Oh my God. Oh, and this is the only Vacation movie for those that care about trivia, which is probably like, you know, one of you. It's the only song that doesn't have that Holiday Road at all in the movie, which is in every single other National Lampoon's.
It's because they didn't go anywhere.
Vacation movie. No, they didn't go anywhere. They didn't have to.
That's right. And it's always great at the end when Clark loses his shit, you know, when it's
my God.
You know,
when he goes on that rampage and he's just like, fix the newel post.
Yeah.
And oh my God, Julia Louis-Dreyfus as the neighbor.
It's hilarious.
Oh my God, I was obsessed with her. And like anytime anybody spills anything in my house ever, I always say, "And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?" I don't know, Margot.
That's a very good. That is with the National Lampoon Christmas Vacation is my #1 favorite.
Oh, absolutely. Out of any, and like I love, like depending on what mood I'm in, like, I'll be like, no, I have to watch Muppet Christmas Carol right now. I need the rats.
I think I saw that when it first came out, and then I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I love that movie. But National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is the one that like my family, like a friend of mine from college, Nicole, not me, Nicole, other Nicole. Her family has a National Lampoon's. You're welcome. Has a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation Christmas party a lot, and they dress up as different characters from the movie and show up and have a Christmas party. I know, like, and I keep thinking I should do that, but then whenever I go visit my family, it's like me and like my parents and my sister. It's not enough. We don't have
you would have to strap on and be Cousin Eddie at the Walmart.
Yes, with the tight pants. I could make that happen.
And alienate everyone in your family. Yes. But it would totally be worth it.
It would literally, actually, my family would probably love me more if I did that. Because everybody in my family loves Eddie. And you know what I love about Eddie? He's an idiot, but he always looks on the bright side of things.
He does. He's got a good heart.
He's the king of silver linings.
I gotta get you something too. You know?
Yes, I want to get you something too, Clark.
Oh, you know, one of my favorite parts is, and it's hard to pick out favorite parts because they're all so good, was when Ruby Sue, or the little girl, when she is talking to Clark, Uncle Clark, are you Santa Claus? And, he's talking to her about, they're talking about Santa Claus and how if you're good,
And how is he going to find us here? And all that.
And she says, Santa, something about shitting bricks. And she says, you really shouldn't.
You can't say that.
You can't say that. And she goes, I'm sorry, shitting rocks.
I'm sorry, you're right, Uncle Clark. It's shitting rocks.
It's just shitting rocks. That was the best.
Oh my God, I love Eddie when he's like, when they're about to put the non-lucrative cereal varnish on the bottom of the saucers to go really fast down the hill. And Eddie's like, now, I busted my head in, what was it, in Vietnam or something like that? He was like, I used to have a metal plate in my head, but then every time she turned the microwave on, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for 30 minutes or 3 hours. I don't want to go flying down a hill with nothing between my head and the ground than a piece of government plastic.
I love Eddie.
I love Eddie so much.
You just can't think about what a crazy shitbag he's turned into.
No, I just ignore that. I just think of Eddie in the time of this movie, and that's how I love Randy Quaid. Yep. I pretend like he's no other person except for this.
And he really isn't Randy Quaid. He's only Cousin Eddie.
He's only Cousin Eddie to me, forever, and thank him for that. But do you remember the part where the cat gets fried underneath because it was chewing on the Christmas lights?
If he had 9 lives, he spent them all now.
Well, they did like a test screening of that because they were worried they were going to cut that out because they were like, no, people are going to be really upset about the fact that we fried a cat, but nobody cared, and everybody thought that was like their #1 favorite scene in the movie. And I was like, you know what? If you did that with a dog, they would burn the movie down.
That's right.
But I mean, if it's a cat, then you're like, I mean, I love cats, but they're kind of assholes.
It could have been a kid, and people would have reacted better than if it would have been a dog.
If it would have been a dog, absolutely. They'd rather see a kid burn up under a couch than a dog. But a cat,
stupid kid,
you totally get away with it. Yeah, you're like, what the hell are you doing chewing on that wire? He was asking for it.
He was. He's totally asking for it.
And people think about that like the cat. They're like, that cat was a dick. He was asking for it. And when the squirrel gets loose in the tree, he's like, where's Eddie? He usually eats these damn things.
And the Jell-O mold.
Oh my God.
Meow mix. Oh, it's such a good movie. I think I may have to watch it again tonight.
I think I was like, literally just thinking that. I was like, I wonder like how much of a loser am I if I watch it like twice this weekend?
Not a loser at all. Did you know that there is a Christmas Vacation 2? It looks like it may have only been on TV, but it's just cousin Eddie and his family. So Catherine, Eddie, and
the little cross-eyed girl that's no longer cross-eyed, Ruby Sue.
She got crossed. She got hit in the head again, and they went back.
Got hit in the head by a mule. Went right back. See, it's all Eddie lines. I can't help it. Like I can't help but spout Eddie lines. And Aunt Bethany. Wyatt, is the house on fire, Clark?
Is Rusty still in the Navy?
Rusty's still in the Navy.
Oh, and Rusty is played by Johnny Galecki.
Yes.
Who was on Roseanne and then later on Big Bang Theory, which I've never seen.
Oh. I've watched Big Bang Theory just because they show it on like, reruns or in syndication or whatever at like in the afternoon. And for some reason, every time I was home after work, it was on. So I started watching it. But I don't understand why people are so obsessed with it. And people keep wanting me to watch it because they're like, you're science-y. You'll love this. And every time I say that, I'm like, no.
I like knitting and wine.
I don't find it funny at all. And I don't get why. I don't understand why it keeps winning awards and why Jim Parsons keeps winning awards. I'm sorry, Jim Parsons. You look amazing for how old you are, but I just don't find you that funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I only know him from whatever commercials he does. I see him regularly for some company. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But we should probably track back to, because as always, we're over on time.
Blame it on Cousin Eddie.
It's basically, so Home for the Holidays, 1995. You guys probably haven't seen it, which is unfortunate.
Really?
It is like, there's so many people that I've met that have never heard of this movie. And I'm like, have you ever seen Home for the Holidays? Nope. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's such a good movie.
I asked TJ, so I told her, I said, well, we're going to do Home for the Holidays. She goes, oh, that's the one where they're at Thanksgiving dinner and he comes out with a dildo. And I'm like, no, that's Parenthood. Also a fantastic movie.
Also a fantastic movie.
That's right. And I had forgotten.
That one at some point. I just spit on your face in the screen. I'll have to clean that after.
Was it
right there. It was not here so much. Right
here.
And Gary likes this movie. Who could not like this movie? It's amazing. Jodie Foster.
That Jodie Foster.
Anne Bancroft. Literally, I would watch Anne Bancroft in anything. If she came out in a paper bag, I would be like, I'll pay $20 to watch you just stand in a paper bag.
Did you watch Point of No Return? It's an 80s movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Where she was I don't know what she was. She was like the director.
She was the head of the training thing. Yeah. I never did mind about the little things.
Yes. She's just so good. And
boom.
In every Mel Brooks movie, obviously, because he has a man. So, but in Home for the Holidays, what's her name? Oh my God, Holly Hunter, who I love. She basically gets fired and then makes out with her boss
just for a moment.
She doesn't even know why. Just because she was just like so messed up. She just makes out with her boss, and then finds out that her daughter Claire Danes, back in like 90s time. So I think that was probably the same time that she was in that TV show that I used to watch.
Never saw it.
That I've had too much wine to remember. But
my something life.
My So-Called Life. Yeah, My So-Called
There you
Life.
go.
But she finds out that her daughter, Claire Danes, is going to be, losing her virginity to her boyfriend, which that's how she ended up having Claire Danes so early, was because she slept with her boyfriend in high school, and it's all a mess. So she's going back in a complete mess and goes to visit her loving family. Oh, her family. Which this movie is a very good example of perspective, because her family really isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things.
No, just one. Yeah. Just the sister.
Just the sister, Joanna, is just
she's got such a monstrous chip on her shoulder. But you all left and I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, bitch, nobody asked you to do shit.
I know. And she's miserable. She hates her life. And she blames everyone else for her problems. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad. Like, everybody is, healthy. Everybody is sort of happy-ish, sort of successful, whatever. But, there's Robert Downey Jr., who's the gay character, and he's, loved by his family, except for Joanna, because she doesn't love anybody.
That's right.
Yeah, but
she really lashes out with the, you cocksucker, faggot. Yeah, she hates him. I know people in Boston. Don't you think about that? Didn't you care about me?
How could you do your ridiculous ceremony on the beach when people that I know could see you? And she's just a horrible person. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
When they dumped that turkey on, when the turkey went flying out and hit her.
Oh my god, that is my favorite.
And then they dumped all
pours it.
That's fantastic.
They had to do that several times to get.
Oh really?
Enough juices all over her. You love the
she had
juices.
Her. Well, it's okay with meat.
It's okay with meat. Meat belongs there. Don't put it in any other place.
She had her own sitcom with another woman. I cannot remember what the show was called. I can't remember anything about it, but I can see her sitting at a table. I watched the show many, many, many times, and she played like the lighthearted, happy-go-lucky character. So when I saw Home for the
right, and then she's just
she's like the uptight mega bitch.
Was it called Oh Baby?
No, I don't think that was it. Are you looking?
I'm looking at IMDb. There's Life Unexpected, Surviving and in Trees, according to Jim.
It was before. I believe it was before, according to
Hope
Jim.
and Gloria.
Yes, Hope and Gloria.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, because she was Hope. I remember that now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and she was so chill and relaxed, but in this movie she is the most uptight, miserable person. And what's his name from Police Academy? Steve Guttenberg. Steve Guttenberg plays
he's a dentist. He's a dentist. He was a dentist. He left his practice to become an actor.
Really? That's very interesting.
Thank you.
I used to love that movie that he was in where he a cancer patient and had a hard time finding a girl because it made his body swell and he had a shaved head, and then he got super buff, and then his sister helped him become basically a romance novel kind of guy to get girls. What the hell was that movie called? I don't remember. But anyway, beside the point.
Sorry, in this next
tangent, Nikki will be discussing. But either way, Steve Guttenberg, total douche in this movie. He's just a miserable guy.
I've never seen
a miserable lady.
The look on his face throughout the entire dinner was this huge scowl, anger. I'd never seen him make that face before. It was so weird.
And Robert Downey Jr. is an absolute delight.
He's kind of an asshole, though. Oh my! He's
a dick.
My brother, I would have beat the shit out of him.
I know, and you know what? I totally get it. I totally get why people got so angry at him, because it's not just that he's the gay guy and we should be ashamed of him. It's that he's a dick. He's
but
really annoying.
In a mostly fun way, though.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, he's always joking, but it's always like the mean kind of joking where you're like, you're kind of joking, but I know that you mean it.
Yeah, except with his other sister.
But, yeah, exactly. Him and
Joe,
Holly Hunter's characters, they get along. Claudia, they get along great, and they're best buds forever, which is really cute. And then what's his name? Sad Sack Lesiak, who comes. He's like the general contract guy, and Robert Downey Jr. calls him Sad Sack.
He was
Sad Sack Lesiak.
He was in Dolores Claiborne.
Oh, he was in a ton of things. He's always like
David
that
Straight.
no. That but you never actually remember his name. Oh, but this guy, oh my God! Like whenever she's like, "Oh, how are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, well, David Strathairn. That's his name. Terziak, Sad Sack Terziak," and it's always like, "Oh, well, how are you doing this season?" I was like, "Well, I went ahead and gave everybody else the day off because I don't have any family this year." "Oh, yeah, I didn't know." "Yeah, both my parents died cancer." "Oh,
no. He says,
a drunk driver or something.
He says, well, my brother and sister got canned and moved away, and then my mom died, and then my dad. Then my parents went off and got killed and left me.
Killed and left me alone.
God damn.
My wife left me. My finance left me.
My finance.
My finance left me.
Oh, possibly the best Holly Hunter movie ever.
Ever. And the best Nicolas Cage movie ever.
Yes, agreed.
Sidled with Moonstruck. But another tangent. This is what happens. My finance left me. But I mean, her mother is constantly trying to get Gloria with Sad Sack Terziak. Oh God, it's the worst.
No, Claudia. Gloria is the crazy aunt.
Oh my God, Gloria!
Give her lamps away.
Oh, she just wants to give her lamps to people that care, and she's Geraldine Chapman, who is Charlie Chaplin's daughter.
Really?
Yes.
I liked her character a lot.
She was also in that orphanage movie. It was like a British movie, I want to say.
Well, it's not Annie.
No, it was like a recent movie, like just a few years ago. I'm going to have to look it up. Talk amongst yourself.
We have 2 minutes, dude.
We have literally 2 minutes. But either way, look up Geraldine Chaplin, and then look for her other, because it was a really good movie. But either way, she's delightful, and she's always been kind of in love with the husband, who's a funny schmuck.
Mm-hmm.
The husband's kind of just a funny schmuck, but he cares about everybody and just wants everybody to be happy, and little it's his favorite.
When he talked to Robert Downey Jr. after he found out that they had that ceremony, that it was awkward but obviously heartfelt, and it
was so believable. That was like, so many families have had that exact conversation with the same inflection, and I felt like that's exactly perfect way to handle the whole situation. Because he's trying. You always know that guy is trying to be a good guy.
All right, hold on.
Yes. Are you doing something?
I am.
What are you doing? Are you random number generating?
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
No, make the internet do it.
Okay, fine.
Because we can't really think about it.
Okay, well, why don't you talk about any upcoming shows that you may have on the horizon?
Oh, well, I have strangely enough, I have a Halloween show coming up.
I heard it was really good.
It was really good, and I will actually post it, and then you'll get a twofer. How about I do it next weekend, and that I'll set it up to go up next weekend so we don't have 2 shows in one weekend.
I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, that's an audio-only show. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can watch scary movies for Christmas. It's fine. But yeah, we are going to
just
announce
pretend
a winner.
it's Halloween.
Yeah, pretend like
Well,
it's Halloween. Honestly, scary movies are good all year round, I think.
All right. Well, Becky, you win.
Yes,
So if you
Cheri?
send
Yay,
Becky wins.
Becky!
So Becky, if you will email,
Cheers to you.
if you will send an email to info@cocktailhour.us and let us know, or let me know your mailing address
And which movie you want.
Right, and which of the 3 movies that we talked about that you would like, we will get that out to you as soon as I remember.
Yes. And as soon as I remember, really remind her to remember.
If you don't hear from us, if you don't get anything in 2 weeks, I've forgotten.
Please email us because we're trying desperately hard to not be dicks about it.
Hey, Jana.
We actually want, hi Jana, but we want you to have the movie. So like, if we forget, it's not vindictive. It's just because we're idiots.
It's just we're really busy and also drink
Life
a lot.
happens and we drink a lot of wine, which look how much I did on my wine. Not bad.
Your cheeks are rosy.
And your eyes bright as stars. Thank you, Carol Kane, for being amazing. And thank you, audience, for joining us. We will obviously be having this as an archive show. You can watch it anytime on our Cocktail Hour Google page, the YouTube page also, the YouTube page, the YouTube
and the website,
YouTube internets, and on cocktailhour.us. You can go there and catch up on all the most recent podcasts and video shows that you might have missed.
Or the really, really old ones.
Or the really, really old ones, which can also be enjoyed.
All there.
They're all there.
Every episode of Cocktail Hour, Flicks and Swizzle Sticks, Last Call with Colette Moody, Barbell with Bev Prescott.
Yes. And make sure you watch the recent holiday show with Cheri and Colette and Andy.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. We had fun.
Yes.
And also,
you cannot not have fun with Colette.
Do you know? I just want to throw this out. That our shows with Colette are. I honestly have to say they are my and Andy's favorite shows.
Oh, definitely. That you guys always have the most fun.
We have so much fun, and Colette is so funny, and they don't get it. They don't get a lot of views comparatively. What? Yeah,
interesting.
It always shocks me.
Which shows get the most views because. My most downloaded show is the one with me and Kate and Michael, who nobody knows. It's just
Which
me,
is really
my wife, and my brother. And I didn't prepare at all for it. We got drunk on really bad alcohol and talked about stupid shit. And that one's the most popular. So if you guys can let us know what that algorithm is, because I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But you guys need to watch Colette's shows because she is hilarious.
Yeah, especially.
And it's always and the holiday shows are always the best shows.
Yeah,
they're my favorite.
Andy went back and listened to some of the older ones too. She's been on. This was our 4th holiday show with her. She's done every Christmas show with us except for the very first one. And if you haven't listened to any of the last calls with Colette Moody, I highly recommend you do because she puts a lot of time in them. She writes them all out. She performs.
She does amazing background music. She does audio inputs. They're fantastic. They're really well produced shows.
They're
short.
Well together.
Like 20 minutes.
Yep, 15 to 20 minutes, something like that. And they're always super witty and smart.
And it's not really ranting. It's more so her speaking extremely eloquently about something that she really cares about. So check it out.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. And let me know. Come back to us if you want.
If you want. Whatever. All right.
Whatever. All right.
Let me know when to push the button.
All right. Bye, everyone. Good evening.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.